In this video we will take a look at the slide of soft palette. The slide is stained with modified green trichrome. That means collagen fibers are green, elastic fibers are black, and muscle tissue is red. On the soft palette we can recognize oral part here and nasal part, nasal surface. The oral surface is lined by a stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. You can recognize many layers of cells. Here is a basal layer with cuboidal shaped cells whose move into the surface, and the surface layer contains cells with still present nuclei, flattened nuclei or squamous. So the name of this epithelium is a stratified non-keratinized squamous epithelium. So beneath the epithelium you can see a connective tissue with green collagen fibers, and the connective tissue contains mucous glands. You can recognize only light mucous cells whose have flattened nuclei in the basal portion or periphery of these cells, and a very pale cytoplasm which is full of mucus. Here you can see the duct lined by one layer of squamous or cuboidal cells. Here is also duct, the gland. Here you can see two layers of cuboidal cells which lined the larger duct, which is open to the oral cavity. So this is the oral surface, and another side, nasal surface, is covered by pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium with goblet cells. So here it's a basement membrane, and only cells of basal every each cells rest on the basement membrane, but only some cells reach the free surface. So the name is pseudostratified. So it looks like it's many layers of cells. It's stratified, but it's not through. It's a pseudostratified. Each cell rests on the basement membrane, and you can see ciliated ciliate on the apical part of the columnar cells, the ciliated columnar cells, and here you can see a goblet cells which contains mucus. Also here it's a goblet cells. So pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium with goblet cells, and the lamina propria connective tissue under the epithelium contains Meigs gland, seromucous gland. Here you can see the mucous cells, mucous part of this gland, and another cells is serous cells with round nuclei and darker cytoplasm because zymogenic granules uh, presented in their cytoplasm. So mucous cells and darker serous cells. Also here it's a serous cells. So the core of soft palate forms the skeletal muscle with characteristic striation. For example, here you can see on the longitudinal section of skeletal muscle fibers the striation changing darker and lighter bands, and very important, the nuclei of the skeletal muscle fibers are in the periphery. Here, here. Uh, mm, and here, this is the cross section of the skeletal fibers, and also nuclei in the periphery. Here. Also, you can see connective tissue, collagen fibers, nerve fibers, for example, here, and blood vessel. Here is a venule. This is adipose tissue, artery. So that's all. So the first oral surface, which is lined with by the stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. Beneath the lamina propria, we can recognize mucous gland, only mucous, very pale cytoplasm, flattened nuclei on the periphery of these cells. Another side, nasal side, which is lined with pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelium with goblet cells. The lamina propria contains mixed gland. You can recognize pale mucous gland and darker serous cells. Here it's a duct of these cells, one layer of cuboidal cells. Inside it's a product of this gland. Core is formed by skeletal muscle tissue with striation, for example here, and the nuclei in the periphery. So thank you very much.